in that first quarter. Just think about that. But now comes your second unit that's only giving you 20% of points during the course of the season. Well, we can see if they shoot and miss, now you are giving Cleveland, a home team, the opportunity to get out on the break, which they have not been able to do because they've been taking the ball out of the basket at the other end.
Yeah. 7-0 run right now for the Cavaliers. Jeff Green averaging 11 points per game. Derrick Rose guarding Ray Felton. Rose, another one of those guys returning to action for Cleveland. A bad miss by Felton, and here's Rose on the move.
I think he was really looking to pass the ball. It's a major guess by me because he thought Adams was rolling, but Adams got cut off and could not continue to the rim.
Felton kicks it out to Jeremy Grant from downtown. Doesn't shoot a lot of those. They got the offensive rebound again.
Well, that's what you need to do here with this group. The more shot opportunity. Way to go strong.
Eustace couldn't get it to fall, and here's Wade. Wade with 5 quick points, and he threw the foul on the drive.
Oh, bad foul.
Well, folks, shop NBAstore.com now for the best selection of Thunder and Cavaliers gear. NBAstore.com, one store, every team. And that foul is going to go against Terrence Ferguson.
Oh, I'm telling you, they were close together there, and I honestly thought Adams had it because his head went down, so I wasn't sure.
Rose, Wade, Korver, Green, and Thompson for the Cavaliers. Thompson fouled inside, going strong to the bucket.
Now, with Korver in the game, Cleveland will go away from the movement out on the perimeter and their pass and cut stuff. They will run all these baseline screens. Now, if you double team him like they did, that opens up the screen man. Thompson rolling to the basket. Unfortunately for him, there was no daylight because of the rotation, but give him a lot of credit because he took the contact. Now, while he's getting back in shape to the shape that you would like, this is his Achilles heel, and that is the foul line. All right, he is not a very good foul shooter this year. He's 55%. So teams will foul him and not allow him to get the dunk or the layup.
Early in his professional career in the league, Hubie, he actually switched hands. He used to be, I called his games at the University of Texas in Austin. He was a left-handed free throw shooter, and through work and diligence was able to become a respectable free throw shooter with his right hand. And Cleveland, meanwhile, is able to lead down to 11 points, and it looks like Tristan Thompson is bleeding. They're going to tend to him.
See, whenever you're coaching, and especially when you're on the road, this is a big game for both of these teams. We told you Oklahoma City is only 2 games on the loss side behind Minnesota for that 4th spot. But Oklahoma City has committed now 4 fouls in the first 1 minute and 54 seconds. The second unit, see, that's why I say you have to be careful, especially in a big game. Can you keep the lead?
Let's check in with Israel.
Thanks, Mark. And Tristan Thompson might be a more important piece to the Cavs today than usual. Kevin Love is available to return to the game. He's just not feeling well right now. So he came out of the locker room, is at the end of the bench again, is available, just not feeling too well.
That's a big piece for them. Kevin Love coming off a game a couple of nights ago against Orlando had 12 points and actually came out after the game, was getting shots up in the arena here afterwards.
Well, man, you think about Kevin Love right now. He only played 3 minutes. That's it.
Averaging almost 20 and 10 on the season. Putting up great numbers. We're going to miss him if he can't go the rest of the way, as Israel says. Felton with the mid-range jumper comes up short.
Get it out and reset.
Another opportunity for the Thunder.
See, this group needs an identity offensively-wise, what you're going to run for them. And then they have to have the success.
Looking a little bit disconcerted and discombobulated, they turn it over on the backcourt violation.
See, Ray Felton has forced 2 passes. The one, the lob to the right of the rim, that was intercepted, and now that one. That was a very poorly executed pass.
Billy Donovan telling me a couple of nights ago when doing the Lakers game that sometimes Felton will try and do a little bit too much, takes on a little bit too much of the responsibility for that second unit. Rose with the floater. Boy, Hubie, how big will he be for them if he can get back to form?
As long as he stays healthy, that's the key thing. The health issue, you know, if he's okay, we know that he can come in and give you quick points like he did in their last game. The big thing with him is can he defend all right, without getting into injury problems on a consistent basis as you stretch and give him more minutes. That's going to be the key.
And Derrick Rose stopped playing basketball, left the Cavaliers team to contemplate his basketball future in wake of an ankle injury. With the litany and processions of surgeries and knee injuries he's had over the years, he really thought about what his future held for him. And after some introspection and contemplating things, he decided to come back and wholeheartedly join the team. And look at the number of games he's missed. He was the Rookie of the Year.
That's right.
MVP at one point.
Just look at down at the bottom. See, that's the key. 36 games missed this year. All right, that's why I say he's working his way back in shape. He only played 8 previous games. Thomas, who only played 6 previous games, they're both working themselves back in shape without them saying how many minutes they're restricted to.
Wade turns it over. It'll be Oklahoma City basketball, and Billy Donovan saying that Wade's role becomes a little bit easier if the ball is in Derrick Rose's hands.
Oh, absolutely, no doubt about it. Now, right here, Donovan, you can see his major quick move. He just played 3 minutes, and he brought back in Westbrook and Robertson and then Adams. And he's saying, look, we can't go any further. The lead is down to 10. That's why we say when you get the big lead, when you're on the road, you want to be able, when that second unit comes in the last 3-4 minutes and then into the beginning of the second, can they hold the lead or can they extend the lead? The one thing, you don't want the minus when you're on the road.
Yeah, great point. Hey, coming up later, the top teams in the league square off on ABC. Our Saturday primetime game, folks. Warriors, Rockets, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Coverage tipping with NBA Countdown at 8 p.m. What about the Golden State Warriors and that 14-game road winning streak? And for some of those games, Steph Curry wasn't even available. They have been able to maintain a certain level all year long and have the league's top record.
Well, the top record at 37-9, and then away, they're 21-3, leading the league. Well, look, it's a great first unit, which is